So we've got a lovely cloud inversion this morning. All of the hills are pretty much covered by the cloud. Sun's just risen above it. And it's a really nice still morning. The birds are singing lovely. It's very peaceful, it's not windy. It's really, really nice. And just having a little moment to pause and reflect, because tomorrow we're going to be scanning the ewes. So that's quite a important day for us. It means we'll get a more accurate picture as to how our lambing season is going to look. So scanning is an ultrasound scan on the ewes, and it will find out whether they're having any lambs, 1 lamb, 2 lambs, 3 lambs, and then we sort of get organised according to that. So tomorrow I'm bringing all the ewes in, have a look over their feet as well, give them a copper bolus, which is done at this time, and get the scanning results in. And of course, I will take you along with me. It's been snowy this week, and then it melted really fast, and then it's rained a lot. So now we're back to this mud fest. Whereas it always just seems to rain and rain and rain and rain and rain. And the ewes were only put in here a few days ago. Yeah, it's really muddy again. But after scanning, I think I'll move them over again. They just need to eat up this hay. And then after that, we'll get ready and sort of sort the ewes out into groups for singles, twins and triplets. So I can hear the song thrush, which is really nice. I also heard skylarks the other day, just a bit further up, which is a nice sound. But yeah, it's lovely to have a still morning and be able to hear the birds and hear the spring sort of gradually coming into life, and the bulbs are shooting up, the snowdrops are out. Yes, it's been very wet, but it is feeling quite positive today. In terms of scanning, it's a day that I anticipate quite a bit. I think you feel a mixture of emotions. You're kind of nervous, you're hopeful that everything's going to be as it should, but there's always a chance things may have not gone according to plan. So we have a few new sheep this year, so they're not proven to us, so there's always a bit of doubt around that. And then we've got Vlad, who's the older ram. Originally I kind of intended to replace him, but then just kind of didn't really get round to it, so took a bit of a chance on him and hoped that he was still up for the job. So there's a bit of doubt in my mind about those two things. And then word on the street, just from talking to other farmers, a few people are saying that they're finding that there are more empty ewes than other years. So that could be down to the weather. So we really just have to wait and see. We don't know what is going to be found until Nan gets here and gets scanning. So don't like to count my chickens before they've hatched. Can't really plan to do anything forwards until I know what the outcome of scanning is. So they look in fairly good condition. I'm happy with how they look, considering what the season's been like, how tough it's been, I guess, on them. But I don't know whether they have any lambs in there. I have to wait and find out. Good morning. So it's 7:45, Sunday morning. I'm feeling quite accomplished because I've got up, I've hoovered the house downstairs, cleaned the fire out, put all the dishes away in the kitchen, watered my seedlings, done my makeup and a little bit of self-care, done a morning meditation, got the slow cooker on, made Nick a coffee in bed. He's got man flu. And now I'm out the house, ready to start the day. Starting off with the rams. We'll find out today if you've done your job, boys. I got the text last night, scanning at 10:30 this morning, so don't have to wait too long to find out what is going on. And after today, we'll be able to plan a little bit better, calculate how much feed we're going to need, how to divide the ewes up, where we're going to put them. All that stuff is kind of resting on the outcome of today. So Only a few more hours to wait. Chase had to go to the vets recently, which is why she's got a shaved bit. Insert shaved cat jokes here. As you can see, Nick's surfaced from his... Nick's at near death's door, he's got man flu. But he's surfaced and he's smiling as always. So we're just having a little minute before we go and get the ewes to just try and gather our thoughts. And I guess have our predictions, which is a bit of a tradition for us, is that we like to kind of have some predictions. I was just saying to Nick that it's hard to really imagine what the outcome's going to be until you sort of find it out. But so we've got 93 ewes to go through today, and I would hope that we may get between 50 and 60 sets of twins, and then a sort of hopefully equal mix of triplets and singles. That's kind of what we normally get. And then maybe 6 or 7 might be empty. Just basing that number on the fact that normally there's 1 or 2 or 3. And people have been saying that there have been more empty. Yeah, so that's my little prediction. Is a sort of roughly equal mix of triplets and singles, and then hopefully about 50 to 60. I'm not going to go with numbers because, to be quite honest, my maths brain can't figure it out. What about you?
So yes, I'm going to say 60 twins, 20 singles, 10 triplets,
3 empty.
And 3 empty.
Yeah, it's good.
Something like that.
Good prediction. And then, how are you feeling about it?
Good. I'd like to get it done because we've been waiting, haven't we? Looking forward to this day to know what's happening.
Yeah, we have been waiting. I think normally we try to do it sort of end of January, so we just had to wait. So hopefully after today we can move forwards with a bit more clarity. And yeah,
Carry on.
Where's the screen gone?
It just goes off.
Oh. And yeah, it's exciting really, because it's about new life and anticipation and hope that things will be at least optimistic and looking positive. Obviously you don't know what's going to happen ahead, but at least a good scanning would put you in a positive step.
Yeah.
Let's go get them.
Yeah.
So thoughts that run through your mind are, did the rams do a good job? Are the ewes any good? Did I do a good enough job getting them ready and looking after them? All those kind of feelings swirling round, and soon we'll find out the answer. Make sure I'm on the feeder. Come on. I've got high hopes for my ladies. I hope that they're going to do well, because on the whole I think they look pretty alright. So let's hope we can carry on the tradition of having a pretty good scanning. See, we've got a few campers on. So this is the new non-slip area, because they tend to slip a bit, so... What?
Right. I'm ready to use our plugs. Right. Take your time, there's no panic. There's no rush.
Yeah, yeah.
Stick out.
That's it, single. Maybe fill that area up a bit more.
Yeah.
So showing you this view now, which is the middle part of the sorting area. So we have the race, which is further down the back, and then they come out the race and then into this small pen. And then I have the job of making sure that the ewes go into this bigger pen here, and then we sort of push them forwards, and Nick traps them behind the gate, and that leaves sort of 2 or 3 that he can then push up the ramp to go through the scanner. And we did have the help of Heather, who was standing right at the back. She was bringing the sheep down the race. And last year we found that there was just me and Nick, and it wasn't really enough to keep the sheep moving forwards. So the extra pair of hands were very much appreciated and made a big difference. We went with the colour coding system that was set up by my dad, and he always had red for singles and green for triplets, and no spray on them if they are scanned for twins. And because sometimes the marks can be a bit confusing, what we did last year is get the sheep in straight away after scanning and then just reaffirm all the marks just to make sure that they're really clear so we know what's what. How's it going, Nick?
It's going well. They're going through quite well. We've had some good numbers so far. Only 2 barren. A few too many triplets.
What are we looking at? Head, body, and then this one's quite difficult to see actually. You couldn't have come at a worse one. There's a twin. Yeah, great.
All scanned and coming back in again. So what we're doing now is bolusing and just reaffirming the mark. So blue is twins, green is triplets, red, double red dots means single, and I think we have got one with black, which is empty. Sun's coming out now. Right, let them out. We've just got one group left to go. So Nibbles here is having twins. Doris is having twins. Rosie's having twins. Stanley's having triplets. Who else is there? Phantom's having twins. That's about it really, isn't it? The named ones. Oh, Bambi's having twins. I don't know where she's gone. She was done very early, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So there we go, we're all done. Ready to go back up to the field and enjoy this nice sunny Sunday afternoon. So So we've showed you all the process of the scanning day, but we haven't actually, or we completely forgot to kind of talk about what the results were and our reaction. I think because the bolusing and everything just took quite a while, we just got distracted. Anyway, after we'd done the bolusing and got the sheep back out, we were sort of behind on our campsite jobs, so we had to rush and do that. Then I was hungry, and then
The day got away from us.
the day disappeared. So we're filming it now. So we scanned 93, or rather we actually scanned 92 because one of them shot through
We had a mechanical fault, didn't we?
Yeah.
Got away.
So we're going to hedge our bets and guess that one's having twins. So we've scanned, we're going to say 49 sets of twins, 25 sets of triplets, which we're not overly thrilled with, but what do you expect with mules? 15 singles. I think I would have liked that number to be a bit higher.
Yeah.
And then we have one set of quads. So we haven't had quads since 2021, which was the year that Nibbles was born. She is a quad. And I think we've actually got, it was 4 ewe lambs, and I think we've still got 3 of them. So we've got quite a few lambs due, like closer to 200, I think. And obviously a lot can go wrong, we know, so we don't really tend to count them. But we have had to order quite a lot of feed because of the fact we've got so many multiple births, and I know that it doesn't always pay off. You have to invest in the feed, but you don't always get the best lambs for triplets and all the feeding that you do. So that's where we are. Anything to say now that I've said it all?
No.
He just likes to smile.
No, we're just pleased that the Rams did well,
Yeah.
and
The 2 rams did, 93.
I'm pleased to get scanning out of the way, aren't
Yeah.
we? Really,
We can
we
move forward.
know where we are now.
We can move forwards now. And so, yeah, we're going to be busy. In fact, we should really start feeding ourselves up in anticipation of all the running around and weight that we normally lose during lambing time.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. That's the end of the video. And yeah, there's been a bit of a gap. I haven't put anything out just because the weather's been rubbish, not really felt inspired to film anything. It's just been winter feeding and routine and sort of waiting for scanning. So thanks for sticking around, and we'll bring you something else soon. Bye.
Bye.